क्या?
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धः विमुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्। कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलात्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्ति अनन्मयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्।
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ताः
विनिर्मुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्।
कामचं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्त्यनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्।
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्।
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
जन्मबन्धविनिर्मुक्ता
जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्। Maybe somebody wants. Sachi wants. Yes.
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
कर्मजं बुद्धियुक्ता हि
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः
फलं त्यक्त्वा मनीषिणः जन्मबन्धः विनिर्मुक्ता
गच्छन्ति अनामयम्
पदं गच्छन्ति अनामयम्। Do the translation. Yeah. Karmajam.
Because of fruitive activities.
Because of fruitive activities.
Buddhiyuktaha.
Buddhiyuktaha.
Being done in devotional service.
Being done in devotional service.
He
certainly.
Phalam. Results. Tyaktva. Giving up.
Manishinaha.
Devotees who are great sages. Janmabandha. The bondage of birth and death. Vinirmukta. Liberated souls. Padam. Position. Gachanti. Reach. Anamayam. Without miseries. Translation. The wise engaged in devotional service take refuge in the Lord and free themselves from the cycle of birth and death by renouncing the fruits of action in the material world. In this way, they can attain that state beyond all miseries. Purport. I'll read the first paragraph and then others can continue. The liberated living entities seek that place where there are no material miseries. The Bhagavatam says, Tamashrita ye pada pallava pallavam mahatpadam punya yasho murare Bhavam budir vatsa padam param padam param padam param padam yat vipadam natesham. For one who has accepted the boat of the lotus feet of Lord, who is the shelter of cosmic manifestation and is famous as Mukunda or the giver of Mukti, the ocean of material world is like the water contained in a calf footprint, Parampadam, or the place where there are no material miseries or Vaikuntha is his goal, not the place where there is danger in every step of life.
Owing to ignorance, one does not know that this material world is a miserable place where there are dangers at every step.
Out of ignorance, these less intelligent persons try to adjust to the situation by fruitive activity, thinking that
Resultant.
resultant actions will make them happy.
They do not know that no kind of material body anywhere within the universe can give life without misery.
The miseries of life, namely birth, death, old age, and diseases, are present everywhere within the material world.
But one who understands his real constitutional position as the eternal servitor of the Lord, and thus knows the position of the personality of the Godhead, engages himself in the transcendental loving service of the Lord.
Consequently, he becomes qualified to enter the Vaikuntha planet where there is neither material neutral life nor the influence of time and death.
The knowledge function position means to know the confined position of the Lord.
Richa,
One who wrongly thinks that the living entity's position and the Lord's position are on the same level is to be understood to be in darkness and therefore unable to engage himself in the devotional service of the Lord.
Mataji.
Living was a repetition of birth and death.
Ben,
You want to read?
Actually lost place. You can.
No, I have to look here.
but
Almost last, second
but
last,
one who
but one who understands.
Towards the end.
Fifth line from the bottom.
Oh, but one who understanding that his position is to serve, transfers himself to the service of the Lord, at once becomes eligible for
Vaikuntha Loka.
Vaikuntha Loka.
Service for the cause of the Lord is known as Karma Yoga or Buddhi Yoga, or in plain words, devotional service to the Lord.
Hare Krishna.
She's hungry or something? Maybe
You want
cake?
cake?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh. I don't know. I think you read her mind.
You want me to cover one more sloka and then we'll okay, fine. Yada te mohakalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha yada te mohakalilam buddhir vyatitarishyati tada gantasi nirvedam shrotavyasya shrutasya cha yada when te your moha illusory Kalilam, dense forest, Buddhi, transcendental service with intelligence, Yatitarishyati, surpasses, Tada, at that time, Gandhasi, you shall go, Nirvedam, carelessness, Shrotavyasya, all that is to be heard, Shrutasya, all that is already heard, Cha, also. When your intelligence has passed out of the dense forest of delusion, you shall become indifferent to all that has been heard and all that is to be heard. I'm not covering the whole word. Actually, the next one also is connected. Maybe I'll just read the sloka so that you see the connect why I'm saying that. Shruti Vipratipanna Te Shruti Vipratipannate Yadha Asyati Nischala Yadha Stasyati Nischala Samadha Achala Buddhis Samadhavachala Buddhis Tada Yogam Abhapsyasi Shruti Vipratipannate Yada Stasyati Nischala Samadha Achala Buddhis Tada Yogam Avapsyasi. Translation. When your mind is no longer disturbed by the flowery language of the Vedas, and when it remains fixed in trance of self-realization, then you will have attained the divine consciousness. Actually, Krishna begins this entire topic in about 41 minutes. He talks about the flowery words of the Vedas. Anyway, I forgot the exact words, but here Krishna begins, before he begins talking about the Karma Yoga, he talks about how people Bhogaiswarya Prasaktanam Taya Paditachetasam Vyavasaya Kshika Buddhi. So people are generally infatuated for enjoying this world to satisfy our senses. No matter what, our primary goal, we have taken a vow. What is called Grihavratanam. Grihavratanam is like Prahlad Maharaj said, there is a difference between a Grihastha and a Grihavratanam. So Grihastha is a concept where both husband and wife enter into a sacred ceremony of institution of marriage for the purpose of self-realization. When that is missing, then the same couple, they take a vow, let us enjoy in this world. So that is Griha Pratanam. How to be dedicated to each other just for the sake of sense gratification. Each one, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. When that stops or when that is disturbed, then you see all the other consequences. Oh, that is not happening. And it cannot go on because the nature of the material world is you can enjoy only for a little time. Anything only for a little time. Even this beautiful carpet, you might feel nice, but after some time, maybe 1 year, after all, we might have to change. Actually, there's nothing wrong with it, but still, we think nothing can give us permanent happiness. Even though everything is nice in the house, in the color, there's nothing wrong. After 2 years, we decide maybe we should change the color. Right? Everything is like that. Whatever you try to do, no object in this world can give us permanent happiness. That is the nature of this world. Why? Why is that happening to us? Because we are the soul is of a different nature. We are of a spiritual nature. That pathartha, that material, the soul is made of different matter. That is called spiritual nature. Unless spirit touches another spirit, you cannot be satisfied. Unfortunately, the spirit, the only experience is we are experiencing matter only. Since we are getting little pleasure, our idea is we want to expand the pleasure. So let us expand that objects. Maybe let's get more. If I get little dollars, maybe $1,000, it made me happy. I got the idea. Oh, so if I got $1,000 made me happy, why not 10,000? It should give me more happiness. So this is the race we all are in. If 1,000 can give me happiness, 10,000, maybe 100,000, maybe 1,000,000, maybe 10 million, maybe 100 million, and we all are seeing those who have that millions also are not satisfied. They want more. And what is happening? This is a trap. It's just like a casino. In the beginning, the casino, they'll make sure you win. But then you think, oh, because I can figure it out, I can win it. Then very soon, it's a trap. The same way, this material world, by design, it is like that. It appears you can squeeze out little happiness. Maybe you're not so smart, I am more smarter than you. You didn't figure out, I will teach you. I can be a life coach. I will tell you how you can actually just have to pay me a little $1,000 every month. I will teach you. That is very important. So as long as you pay me, I will get you what you want. So this is a hope against hope. This is called materialism. So we all are in this trap of materialism. Now, if somebody tells you, I have a secret. Just this secret, you just chant this mantra, whatever that is. Any mantra, it doesn't even have to make any sense. But if you chant this mantra carefully, you will become rich. How much you will be dedicated? Let's try. All I have to do is just chant a mantra, whatever it is. We have so much faith. Why? Because we have taken a vow. Graha Pratanam. Somehow or other, we have to enjoy this world. And for that, we are ready to do anything. We are ready to do anything. Unfortunately, there is nobody who can give you a solution how to enjoy. Because matter cannot give the soul happiness. Simple, period. So what you have today as a concept of happiness is just a concept. So you are told You are told by million times by the media, by marketing companies, by your friends, by so many people in so many reviews. You buy the 65-inch TV, it'll make you happy. Promise. I mean, not for 30 inches, not 32, not 27 inches, 65 inches. Bigger the better. So we are told, you have to be told. So this is called conditioning. So you're conditioned to think in a particular way, to think if I have this set of parameters around me, I will be happy. This is the set I have to achieve all these things around me that defines success. So I'm successful. So we are living in a world where you're constantly judged. How you live is success. Whereas the scriptures are saying the opposite. They are saying you are constantly judged. How you die measures your success. So we are living in a conflicting world. So we are saying something, now you go back out in the world, next minute you hear the opposite of success. The definition of success is totally different. So our mind is like, oh, we don't know now what is success. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So just like how I told in the beginning, you tell this mantra and chant this mantra, it becomes successful. Actually, Vedas are talking about such mantras. That is called karma kanda. If you practice karma kanda, you will get opulence as good as heavenly planets. Just like Indra. You will even be guaranteed to go to Indra Loka. And people are infatuated, even when they are reading Vedas, they are attracted to that portion of the Vedas only, which is called Karma Kanda. That's called Karma Kanda. So more in this Karma Kanda portion of the Vedas, they are mostly promoting to do rituals. You do this kind of a ritual, you get this benefit. Dhanam dehi, rupam dehi, rupavati dehi, dehi. Give me this, give me this, give me that, give me that, give me this. There is an entire plan. The entire, actually, I made a small slideshow of what you want and whom you should worship. In Bhagavatam also there's the analysis. And I don't have a slideshow to share that. But it's a very nice present. In fact, you'll be surprised. At the end of the class, I got so many requests. They said, can you please share that?
Actually, Devanta, you have to watch it.
We like that slot.
What's wrong? Then they will
Because-
give all the opulence.
So Bhagavatam talks about immediately in the end of the last thing, it says, but if you worship Krishna, even if it is material desires, it will be satisfied. So you can go, the Krishna also talks about that in this second chapter. Just like there are so many wells. If you go to one particular well, you can take bath from that or wash pots there. Another well you go, you can have drinking water. Another well will give you something else. Like that. But if you go to a river, all the things that each well can do, that river can as well do. Same way, all the different things that each devata can give, when you approach the Supreme Lord, automatically everything can be achieved.
Isn't that chanting Hare Krishna after
Wait.
Yeah, we can't hear
Yeah,
your
the
question.
thing is that in the recording, it doesn't come, so that's.
So in before class, you told me that if you chant Hare Krishna and you have any material desires, they will come true. That's why when you're chanting Krishna, you shouldn't desire any material things. You should desire spiritual things.
That's correct. So that is, Hare Krishna can give lot of things. In fact, the scripture says there are three stages of chanting the holy names of Krishna. One is called offensive chanting, or called just like the child is also writing on the paper. But you see how she's writing. All it's not really perfect. But as parents, would you take offense? You know, eventually the child knows how to get it. But that's not perfect way of writing. So this is the same way when you're chanting God's name, you're not chanting perfectly. You're making a lot of mistakes, just like the child. Oh, Pussy mother is telling this is the correct way to do, but the child cannot do. But the mother will not take any offense. It's okay. That's one stage. Then the next stage is to chant the names of God without offense. But it's just like suppose you have the single ruled line book, right? Where you're given practice. What happened, Moksha? Oh, okay. So suppose you're given a single ruled line book, you're expected to write in the line. As you graduate, the lines are gone and it's a plain book you're given. So what is the expectation? That you will still write without the lines, you can still write in a straight line. Correct? But as you graduate from non-offensive chanting, you're expected automatically not to commit any offenses. So then the next stage is actually pure chanting, which is with love. You chant the names of God with love. So there are three stages, but actually we are not doing that. So when you really want to chant Hare Krishna, the expectation is you want to go to the third stage of chanting. Why you are expected to go there? Because it will give you that kind of happiness which you are actually looking for. Right now, that happiness you are searching in all the material things, objects. That's why we are all obsessed. I have to get this thing. And we are trained. You know, they put a carrot, the donkey, you put the carrot, and the donkey is trying to reach the carrot. The donkey is thinking, if I walk just two more steps, I'll get the carrot. But it cannot get the carrot. The carrot also moves because the guy is catching the stick in such a way. Carrot also moves, right? And the donkey, at the end of carrying on the load, the owner will give the carrot. You know what the donkey is thinking now? I'm so intelligent. Because I carried so much load, I got the carrot. That's how the donkey is thinking. And we all are trained from the beginning. They're telling us, parents are telling, 12 years only it takes. You just get that college degree, you'll be very happy. And you finish that, the carrot goes little further. No. Now you just have to get the job. Then you try very hard, LinkedIn, all profiles you make, you got the job. And still, oh, first check, you're happy. Very soon, boss is bothering, deadlines, this one, that one, new skill, that prospect. Oh, so many things that, my God, no. You just have to become manager. The carrot moved a little further. Right? So you never get that carrot in your mouth. So you're always looking for this unlimited happiness, but the carrot is moving away. Always. Then they say, no, because you didn't get married. You got married, then the real drama begins. Then they say, no, you didn't have children. So you have children. Oh, not one, you should have two. And then you already got into this line, then you tell the same line to the others, younger. You praise them, you do everything. No, you just get married. Everything will be fine. You perpetuate this whole cycle, right? So nobody found this happiness, and yet everybody is promoting this. Just like MLM scheme. Nobody becomes rich. Everybody is thinking somebody else is becoming rich. So nobody gets it. So this Hare Krishna chanting is can do so many things. In fact, it says the offensive stage. The offensive stage of chanting is good enough for you to eradicate all the sinful activities that you have performed. Can you imagine? Sinful life, everything, all your papa karma, we wrote about that sanchita karma, kriyamanani karma, all that karma is wiped out by offensive chanting.
And by wiping out all that karma, you can get to Vaikuntha.
No, that's not the goal. That's the whole point.
How will you?
Hare Krishna will give you that kind of happiness, but not by offensive chanting. Yes, Varun.
Yeah, I mean, the Hare Krishna mantra came from one Upanishad, right? So I think in that it says like, if you chant like 9.4 million times or something, offensive or offenseless, you will get liberation.
Yeah. So Hare Krishna mantra chanting is the goal is not even liberation. The goal is not even to get heavenly planets. The goal is not to any of these things. And all these things are offered in the Vedas in different places. But what Hare Krishna can offer is much beyond all of it. But for that, you need to chant offenseless chanting to get that benefit.
Okay.
And that is Krishna Prema.
Okay.
When you taste that, not even Krishna Prema. Krishna Prema is actually even far more superior. There are 9 stages before you get to Krishna Prema. In the middle, the 5th stage itself will give you so much bliss that you will never fall down again. Starts from Nishta. Moment you come to Nishta, you have entered into freeway. Your driving becomes freeway. Then you never fall down from there onwards.
You want to tell the 9 stages of the God? It will be really nice to me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And one more question.
Wait, 1 second.
So, like, it happens sometimes that the same things that used to give you pleasure, let's say eating out, dining out, watching movie, or going on vacation, they stop giving you pleasure after some time, right?
Yeah.
We call it midlife crisis or whatever, right?
Right.
So, and then you're not happy doing same things that you used to do.
Correct. That's why they think, oh, this wife is old now. I have to get a new one.
So that's very natural. So what is now if somebody is in the path of Krishna consciousness, he would still feel that, right? So how do you reassert that you still have to maintain Krishna consciousness to get out of this? Because this phase can become very mind-boggling. Like I want to stay happy, but I'm not getting happiness anymore. So what is happening, right?
Correct.
It's like a transitionary phase. So yeah, it's maybe those 9 phases. Maybe help.
So basically, it's a very good point what you brought out. So this is where you have to upgrade your knowledge. So you have to know, just like a crow. When a crow is there, you show a piece of garbage. It's really, I found a feast. My God, I found a feast. But what the crow found is a piece of garbage. And it calls all the other friends. No, come, come. Let's enjoy this feast. But for a swan, the same thing. No, please, I'm not even going there. So the devotees association is the opportunity. This is exactly what Srila Prabhupada wanted devotees to share this joy so that even crow-like people like us will get to taste like swans. Oh, there is alternate. Otherwise, weekend, why are you sitting here? You could have gone to some mall or something else and you can enjoy. But you chose to sit here to hear about Krishna. So there is some pleasure that you are experiencing, right?
Yeah,
So
but
like that, slowly,
same thing does not give you any entertainment anymore. I mean, you lose the taste.
Because
Yeah, you lose
you
the
know the thing.
you got a better taste, higher
It's
taste.
called higher
That is
taste.
called higher taste.
But then the problem is in the transitionary phase, you haven't gotten a higher taste yet. And you have lost the original taste. Yeah. So you feel restless, like I'm not getting any taste.
Krishna answers your question. Yeah, he does.
What comes from us, the same question.
Same question, yeah. Param dristvana nivartante. Yeah. So even though the lower taste remains, because you are introduced to the higher taste, you as a soul, Krishna will guide you from within to give you that kind of jnana. The jnana is translated to vijnana, to wisdom, where you make the right choice. I know there is a lower taste I can get, but I choose the higher taste. So this choice, every time you choose between Maya and you choose between Krishna, Krishna translates that jnana into vijnana. Every time that little knowledge that you gained, because you made the right choice, ting, 1 point you collect, right? Like that, Krishna is giving in the heart, he translates that much portion of the jnana into vijnana. And vijnana is permanent. It will never erase from your bank account. So you have to keep on making the right choices.
It will happen.
It will happen.
It is
It
happening
is
already.
happening.
It's
It is already
happening.
happening. It
Yeah.
is happening.
It's a phase everyone goes through. Hare Krishna, how are you?
It is like this. Conditioning is like this. For example, you are conditioned to ride a bicycle. You don't want to give up your riding bicycle. But somebody is telling you, wait a minute, I will take you in an airplane. Okay? Then you'll say, I can come in the airplane, but can I bring my bike? Then the person says, okay, no problem, bring it. So you are going in the airplane, but you still want to ride your bike even in the airplane. No, no problem. Then the pilot is saying, okay, no problem. You want to ride a bike, please ride it. But he knows he is taking you at a much higher place. Then eventually you'll understand, oh, when you see from the window, what am I doing? Then you'll give up the bike riding in the airplane because you realize you have a higher consciousness now. It happens. So in the conditional stage, yes, you might be doing both the things, but you will give up automatically like that.
Don't
Makes
be
sense?
bothered by the conditional, the transitionary.
Transitionary stage, yes.
Don't judge.
Yes, don't touch.
Patience. Yes.
Yes. So the 9 stages, how it begins is, starting is Adhav, Shraddha. It starts with little faith. Very little faith. So Prabhupada gave a very nice example. He said, just like suppose, even for daily activities, you want to go to a barber, he does shaving. So what does he do? He puts cream and then he puts a blade on your neck. But then you know, this guy is not going to kill me. Ah, no problem. I'll give my neck. I'll let him put the blade. So you got faith, little faith. For that, every activity that you do in this world, all begin with little faith. So, with little faith, what happens? Then you start going more and more. Just like Prabhupada said, you go to somebody who said, drunkard. You go to him for 6 months regularly. What can you tell? Guaranteed. After 6 months. Exactly. So this is called association. Increase this faith with a person, you will get the same kind of faith what that person is doing. So what is the second step? Sangha. Sadhu Sangha. What does this mean? You heard from little bit from devotees. So then you decided, okay, these people are not so bad. They also have a job. They are maintaining everything. And maybe I can also maintain my job and I can also introduce Krishna in my life. So why not do that? So this is association of devotees. So now what devotees will do?
Bhajana.
Bhajana. So before bhajana, they will also tell you, Mataji, please don't put onion garlic when you're bringing the So asat sangatyag e Vaishnav achar. You give up all bad association when you come to good association. That devotees will slowly tell you one by one. No four regulative, follow four regulative, no sinful activity. Just by hearing, you'll get all those things. So all the negative things are removed. No more negative things. And what is left is only positive things. Right? So what are the devotees always doing? Bhajana Kriya. They're always doing bhajan, singing Hare Krishna. You see even the small ones, how they're so blissfully dancing. So that is what is happening.
Chant and be happy.
Bhajana. Bhajana Kriya. That is engaging in devotional service. Then what happens naturally? Just by doing this much, what happens naturally? All the bad things start to vanish. Anartha nivritti. Anartha. Anartha nivritti. Give up anartha. They vanish actually. You don't even have to give up. It will vanish. This is the difference in Bhakti Yoga. We do not try to give up on our own. By the strength of bhajana, they vanish. What happens? There are so many layers and layers and layers of things that happen. Now, step one and step two.
Anartha nivritti.
Anartha.
Anartha is
Anartha
unwanted.
means unwanted things, sinful things, so many conditionings, so many types of conditionings we have in our heart. False givings. Unless, just like I gave the example, unless I have this BMW car, I cannot be happy. That's a conditioning that we have. Very soon, yeah, there are different layers of desires and not just some are gross, like a car and a bungalow, all these things are gross, but there are a lot of things which are subtle in our mind. Unless I'm having this emotional relationship, unless there are a lot of value wiring system inside your brain, unless I have all that, I will not be happy. Those are all anarthas at different layers we will have. In fact, they are called designations, also false designations. I'm a rich person, I'm an intelligent person, I'm this, I'm that. So bhakti really begins sarvopadi vinirmuktam Tatparatvena nirmalam. Upadi, sarvopadi. Everything, all types of upadi. Upadi means designations. Unless you're freed from all types of designations, your bhakti, nirmala bhakti will not begin. So that's a very big.
But Anartha will also happen while Bhakti is happening. Because why I'm asking is like.
Anarthas also come in. Yeah, sure. Anarthas also come in. That is, after becoming a devotee, also you can get a lot of anarthas. Those are also poisonous. That is why Lord Shiva is considered the topmost of all devotees. There is no better devotee than Lord Shiva. Why? Because he knows how to take the poison and keep it right here. Poison will not go up nor down. Both ways is dangerous. You will die. So when you become a devotee, the poison that you will get is not the subtle things, not like what you're seeing, like money and all that. In fact, that also can come. As a devotee, you can become very rich. You can become very famous. You will get a lot of fame, name, prestige, following, worship. These are all subtle things. And they are all considered poison for a devotee. And unless the devotee is so mature to take that poison, to drink it and put it here, that, in other words, to pass it on to Guru. He knows immediately when somebody praises, "Oh, Prabhuji, you did such a nice class." In your heart of heart, you should know, this is not me. I am simply stolen Prabhupada's books. I spoke few words, and people are thinking, wow, they are not clapping me, they are clapping Prabhupada. If falsely, if the devotee thinks it's me, then the poison went inside. So that is anartha again. So now, step 1, step 2, step 3.
No, is that like if we have to translate in English, is it desire? That is the one word for it.
No, it can be you so many different things which in your heart you have.
Anything.
Anything. Which is other than devotion to Krishna. And also thinking that I am this body. Falsely thinking. That is the biggest anartha actually. Because all the time you're thinking I'm the body, I'm the senses.
So is it like saying that if you're humble and then you say, I'm humble, then you're not humble? So like that?
No.
You know how
No. Why I'll tell you that. If you say, I'm humble, the idea is in the devotee circle, if I say I'm humble, everybody will appreciate this devotee is very humble. That will bring lot of appreciation. Very subtly, the mind can trick you and say, "Oh, I'm very humble." But in your heart, your goal is that somebody will appreciate you. That is your goal, not being humble.
Understand?
You saw the trick? You didn't
Mind is very
understand?
tricky.
Mind is very
tricky.
tricky. It's like a monkey.
So I think he's trying to figure out what anartha is. He didn't.
Okay, anartha means anything. Suppose you want to say, I'm a young boy, right? Young boy is an anartha because you're not a young boy, you're a spirit soul.
Young spirits.
No, spirit soul has no age. You're not old, you're not young, you didn't take birth, you didn't die. But you're thinking you're a body. Now, okay. Now you say, I'm a smart guy. I ask nice questions. Everybody in the classroom, they are telling they are very, very smart and intelligent. So that is the anartha. To think I'm the smart guy. That is an anartha. So anything that you identify and take it to yourself, that is me.
Yeah.
False identity. False identity. That is an anartha.
And what is the other side of it? How should it be? I am a servant of Krishna. If you have that understanding somehow or the other, I'm in this material world, but I have to serve Krishna. That consciousness, that type of understanding is what we should have. Then you don't have another.
So anartha is a bad thing?
Anarthas are.
No, anarthas are a blockage. They're a blockage.
Mataji said something?
This is something we don't want in our house.
Yes.
Sometimes Srila Prabhupada said there are 6 enemies. You know, anger, greed,
Can you give the
envy, all those anartha, madness, illusion.
Mataji, can you take the mic and you can talk, then everybody can hear us.
And they're hearing in the YouTube.
In the
You want me
YouTube?
to-
Yeah, you can tell.
Again, another is the thing we don't want in our heart. And, you know, we, of course, identification, and some also, Srila Prabhupada said there is 6 enemies. You know, we don't want enemies. Yeah, if I have enemies, I don't want enemies. And Srila Prabhupada says there is 6. Envy, greed, anger, illusion.
Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya.
To become madness.
Madness. Delusion.
Yeah. So those we don't want. I don't want an enemy. Yeah. And
You
those
all don't make up.
anartha,
That and many more.
So then
you know, they are the core.
They are the big
core
ones.
of our
They are the
enemies.
big ones.
They are the big enemies. But at the core of those enemies is our false identification.
Anartha is basically when Anartha is basically when you take someone else's like you say someone else's work but you say it's yours.
For example.
That
Yeah.
Is also one of them.
That's also one of the anarthas.
Yeah, that's an example. Yeah. Yeah.
Anarthas are, yes, it is what is covering the soul at different layers.
It's
Just like a mirror is there. If the mirror has layers and layers and layers of dirt, can you see any image in the mirror? The same way, the soul is covered with layers and layers and layers and layers of anarthas. That is why we are not able to see through this body and mind, our soul. We are not able to. All the anarthas are every day wiping that mirror. Every day you're wiping the mirror.
Again, because we are in this material world,
Again,
new
new
ones
dust will come.
again dust will come. So that is why every day we have to chant, every day we have to do all these devotional services.
See, suppose if there is steps, okay, like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay. But here, this one is like this. Yeah, 1 and 2 and 3 are very easy steps. But the 4th step is very big. It's very big. It looks like I can make it. You already made it here, but most people are stuck at this 3. You know, it takes a lot of effort to come here. So once you come here, then the 5th one is here.
So what do you have to do for 3 to 4? 4 will automatically happen, right?
It will. But how?
Sadhu Sangha.
Sadhu Sangha. So here, so you have to have devotees here who will give you the hand and pull you up to there. You cannot think I will make it on my own. You cannot make it on your own. You need a lot of support. To go from 3 to 4 is a big support. Unless you have this, most people will fail right here. Maybe they'll come up to here, say, forget it. I cannot make it. I cannot make it. And let's give up and go back.
But
Most people.
I want to add. But the thing is that even if you give up,
you have not lost.
Yeah. Krishna says that even if you
Basically, all they have to do at number 3 is keep chanting and keep the
Good association. Keep good association.
See,
And asat sangat tyag. This one, this is very important. Asat sangat tyag.
that also hasn't happened yet.
yeah, it will happen. It will happen. Satsanga Tyag and 4 regulative principles.
Manchurian garlic. How would you make Manchurian without garlic? My friends, they ask, right? Give up onion, give up garlic. It's something. Yeah. Can I just say Italian people?
But we like, right?
It's something. Yeah. Usually not using something in use because they
But
don't
the
feel
thing
good.
is that Adarshana, Sadhu Sangha and Bhajana Kriya, continuously you have to do.
Yes.
It is a
Not only
continuous,
that,
not only for
Not
you.
only that you have to, at this stage, what happens, most of the time, because we are used to a ritualistic approach in our life, in every religion, just like even in Christian world, they're used to going to Sunday church. It's a ritual. You just go to Sunday. I went to Sunday every Sunday. I've been going for the last 30 years. Nothing happened. Yeah, because you have approached that whole process as a ritual. So you can approach this all 3 steps also as a ritual, and nothing will happen. Every week, 30 years, I went every Sunday. I don't know what happened. Nothing happened. I never came to this stage because you never worked on it, because you did not upgrade your knowledge. Jnana has never come through, and you have not had the right sadhu sangha. If you have the right sadhu sangha, they will tell you how to do the right bhajana kriya. This bhajana kriya is not sentimental. It is not a ritual that you are supposed to perform. This is the anartha nivritti. This is the cleansing process. I gave this example before. You have pots in your kitchen. You finished cooking and you did not wash the pots. So tomorrow you will come back. Can you use that pots again for cooking? You can.
Won't be
It's not
edible.
good. It's not edible enough for us to eat, that's all. Right? The same way, if our mind is not cleansed every day, that mind is not fit to offer worship to the Lord. That mind is not worthy. Just like you get up in the morning every day, but you don't take bath. Can you meet people without your deodorant and without all those things? But imagine all the people in the house or in the city, they made this a practice. Okay? Let us all not take baths. All of us will get up in the morning, all of us will meet each other, and all of us will be stinky. But after a few days,
We get used
it's
to it.
okay.
We got used to
You
it.
got used to it. That is the society we are living in today. Why? Nobody has learned how to take bath of the mind. In fact, the Vedic culture says, unless the person not only externally takes bath, internally also he takes bath of his mind, he does not meet anybody. He does not open his mouth because he does not want to have a stinky mind in front of others. Today, all of us have loose senses, no sense control. There is no concept of sense control. It's okay to be selfish. That's what they tell. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be, lusty. It's okay to be everything. All are stinking. Everybody's mind is stinking, and we are used to it now. And in fact, it is glorified. You know how it is glorified? This guy is so smart. He's so clever. He can cheat anybody. And that's what, when we were doing homeschooling, that was the biggest objection we got. All the friends, everybody would tell, such a wrong thing you're doing. Your children will not learn how to deal with other friends when they are cheating. They will not know the concept of cheating. That's what they told us. And that's exactly what happens also in the school and all that. And we praise our kids. If that guy is over smart or he is bullying somebody, it's fine. People take it like that. So we are raised in such type of society where there is no concept of cleansing. So this practice of bhajana kriya is for cleansing our mind. Yeah. Point. Okay. Good.
I want to add this. So this Krishna consciousness movement, what it is,
Take the mic.
the Krishna consciousness movement, what it is trying to do is teach all these things. So all the people who are normal Hindus, they go to the temple, they do all these things. They have no concept of all these things. They only go to the temple, pray, I want this, I want that. My life should be good. My children should be good. I should have a job. This is all they are asking.
Good means
Good means my senses should be, satisfied. My senses should be satisfied. I should not have any. Huh? Kind of, they are doing
Fully
this actually.
selfish.
They're going to the devatas or to God. Even to Krishna also, if they go to Balaji, also they'll go. They go to the Balaji temple. And what do they say? Balaji, if you do this, no, then I will come and give 1 crore to you. They literally do that. I'll give you Vadanam, I will give you necklace, I'll shave my head. I'll shave my head. Somebody. So that is what he was talking about. Vedas. Vedas.
That is what Krishna is talking about.
You
The
can connect
flowery
that.
words of the Vedas.
Yeah.
The flowery words of the Vedas are this: to promise some material benefit. Oh, Vedas are saying if I chant this vrata, if I chant this mantras, I will get this benefit. So Vedas are very nice.
A person doesn't have a job and
Yes.
One second.
But-
When the Lord has created this system, He knows how to take care of all your needs. Just like when you join the company, the employer already knows your requirement. Is giving you salary every week. Is going in your bank account. Will you go every week and ask the employer, I want salary, I want salary? No, it's taken care. You just do your job. Krishna is already supplying everything, but in the employer also, he's not giving somebody all same money. Some big managers more money, some guys less money, some guys even less money. The same way, how much ever is destined to you will already come to you, and you don't have to think like the donkey mentality. Because I worked hard, I got more. That is your foolishness. This is the point.
Also, we are doing Krishna. See, there are 2 dharmas, right? We already spoke about that. One dharma is for the body, and the other is for the soul. So, if you are doing already your soul's duty to serve the Lord, automatically the Lord is seeing, no, whatever your necessity is, it will be fulfilled. There is no need
No
for
need
us to
to ask
worry.
the Lord separately.
Yeah.
Maybe Krishna forgot, I should ask him. You don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can come back here. So
I think we will stop today
Stop
up
here.
to here because it's already quarter to.
Is that
Great.
Christian? The next stage?
Yeah, Nishta. This
Next.
is Nishta. Means you are completely established. You are fixed up. Now you don't have to get a reminder, or today you have to chant your rounds. No. In this stage, anartha nivritti, when this is still cleansing is happening, one day you feel very enthusiastic, one day you'll feel like, today I forget it. I can't chant. But in this nishta, no matter what happens, is fixed. This stage, this is like entering into the highway.
And you will
No narrow lanes. In the narrow lanes, there is some accident, another car will come, blockage of traffic, so many things happen. Here, no.
And Nishta, you won't go. Huh? Nishta, you will not want to leave Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
At
This
that
is the
stage.
point.
At
When
that
you
stage,
know anything happens.
even if you lose a job, you have no food, nothing. Whatever come may, I am not leaving Krishna.
This
That
is the
is the
stage.
which
We have
want
to
be.
quickly come to this stage.
And we can. It
We
is
can.
not.
It doesn't take long time to come to this stage.
Yeah, the Anartha Nivritti, even though he made like that, if we take the Sadhu Sangha, we are who you're thinking association, right? Don't think of us as association. Think of Prabhupada as. So when you think of Prabhupada as association, you take his association, he will pull you and he will make you cross this both the long one, no, you will cross it. It will be very easy. And then from there you'll be on Nishta. Nishta, then you will not go down.
So in Nishta stage,
Mhm.
does devotee still perform anarthas? In Nishta stage, does people who are practicing, do they still perform anarthas?
Not consciously. If it happens by previous habit, they have given up. But sometimes we all are coming from the conditional stage. Remember the cycle example? Even though you're here, sometimes maybe I thought one little bit cycle I'll drive. Like that kind of conditioning by accident. If it happens, Krishna says, still he should be considered a sadhu. Because it just happened by accident, doesn't matter. He will be Shipram Bhavati Punyatma. Even though he did that, whatever anartha he did, doesn't matter. Because he's engaged in bhajana, that tendency will disappear very fast and he'll quickly become a Punyatma very soon. So it might happen, but it's no big deal. It's not a biggie.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Anartha
I mean, it's,
one more point. Anartha Nivritti, we have to continuously do. It is not that, when you came to Nishta, it doesn't mean that you don't have any anarthas. Until you have reached prema, still we have anarthas. Because from doing devotional service, like we said, you will get again other anarthas. So constantly we have to do the cleansing process.
And here,
It is not that you
like I
can,
told
I
you,
became clean.
like I told you, in devotional service, there are other dangers that will pop up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mataji.
Mataji.
In a sense, we can see those stages as a linear, and also we can see them as circular, like we always do that.
Yeah.
I understand when you come to Nishta, then you become steady in your anartha nivritti. When you come to Nishta, you become steady in the anartha nivritti. Because anartha nivritti, if it's not steady, then you kind of, when it comes to the Shilpa, Prabhupada gave an example, and also it's in the Chaitanya Charitamrita of the weeds. Because when we chant, when we do like the sadhu sangha and the bhajan, like we are, it's like watering the garden of the heart. The heart is like a garden. And in that art, there is a creeper of bhakti, the creeper of bhakti. And there is other things, like the little girl was saying earlier, like, I'm so humble. There is pride, and there is lust, anger, and all that. They are nourished by our chanting also. And when it's nourished by our chanting, it's like weeds coming, and they are strengthening the creeper of devotion. So you need to become expert gardener. And then on the Nishta platform, we are expert gardener. We know how to recognize. This is a weed, this is the creeper of bhakti. And when I see a weed, I kill it. Instead of like, no, this weed is really not. It's my creeper of devotion. Look how big it is, a big flower. But the flower are not. Creeper of devotion, are just some weeds.
So even in Nishta, like she said, these things become stronger.
Yeah.
Because they are nourished just like the weeds, just like you are doing gardening. when you don't take care of the weeds to remove and you pour water along with the main plant, these also become very strong. They profit, adoration, and fame. They will come so strong and they look very similar to your original crop. You can't tell the difference. You can't tell the difference. So you have to be expert gardener to remove the weed.
Also,
Otherwise, you'll think, oh, this is also devotion. This is also devotion.
no, because when we see Nava Puja Pratishtha, you will enjoy that type of mentality will be there. If you don't do Anartha Nivritti, then if you're not conscious of it, you will, be in that, somebody is doing, all that will
You don't
come
want to remove the weed. You want to keep it.
ये तो बहुत अच्छा है. अच्छा है. हाँ.
Please do good lecture. Let me give more lecture.
Yeah, exactly. Let me get more disciples.
And I want more people to hear me. I want more opportunities. If I'm not given an opportunity, then I get angry. So, but so all these things are
Very subtle difference. Because as a disciple, you're supposed to do these things.
Yeah.
So a disciple's life in serving the Guru is like walking on a double-edged sword.
You have to
So
be
the
very
path
careful.
becomes very, very narrow.
You have to be very careful because that same devotion can again bind you.
That's why I'm
That
saying
is
this as a poison.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
So,
yeah.
yeah, the next stages are also nice.
But
We can hear.
no, I think we'll continue next week. Next week we're not having Friday class.
No, I can just write
Okay,
the
you can,
steps.
you can write steps, but explanation will take very long
Yeah,
time.
I explain too much maybe.
Yeah, but these are the most important right now because at this stage we really need to learn these. These are the 4 actually stages, which we really need to work on all the time.
No, this is where we are, so we have to talk about it.
Yeah, that's fine.
There are stages, these are. Then there is Nishtha. Means you're fixed up. You're really fixed up. Steadiness. Fixed up. Then, after Nishtha, you're fixed up. Then what happens? You get taste. This is where your real taste comes. That's how we named our daughter.
Elder one. She's Ruchi. Elder one is Ruchi. She's Ruchi. Elder one is Ruchi.
How old is your older one?
22 years old.
I see.
Yeah.
So this is where Richa Mataji you asked, right? The transition stage. We want to get that higher taste, but right now we have a lower taste. Oh, I still want to enjoy, go to the Netflix, watch my movies, eat my pizza, go all these things. I still have those desires, but I'm not here yet. But don't worry, you will get there soon. But moment you get there, then other things will fade away in its glory. After Ruchi, then what happens? Prabhupada
Ruchi.
So after Ruchi, then Prabhupada, there is a very nice example here, exactly just like a greedy businessman. How a greedy businessman is. After he knows the secret how to get stock market, make more money. Like that, the devotee becomes very greedy to get Krishna. I am not enough. This is not enough. One chanting of one tongue is not enough. I want 100 tongues. 2 years are not enough. I want 100 years. I want to chant so much. I want to get more of Krishna. And nothing, whatever you talk about Krishna is not enough. Can we hear more? Can we chant more? That is a stage. It's called Ashakti. Ashakti. Just Ashakti. Intense.
Lolium.
Right.
Lolium.
Lolium. Lolium. Yeah, Lolium.
Then
Bhava.
Yeah. Bhava. Bhava, Prabhupada gave a very nice way of explanation. He said, Bhava is just like, suppose you are in middle of the night. You want to see the sun. How can you see the sun? You put a torchlight, big halogen lamp, anything you want to do. Can you see the sun?
He answered, wait for morning.
Wait for the morning. Exactly. You cannot do anything. So no matter what you can tell all these things I have done. Now I deserve, I'm entitled to get Krishna. No, no, sir. You cannot. No entitlement. Nobody can demand Krishna. Only if Krishna decides to dawn upon your heart, then you get Krishna. Otherwise, no. This is, yeah.
I was just through the stuff that I like, and I just realized Buddha is
No, it's in Surya Loka. But in a similar planetary system. Planetary system is same. For example, here this is a, imagine this as a cake. And let's cut this cake like this. Okay? This is one layer. Like that, you cut several layers. 14 layers to cut. We are somewhere in the 7th layer. Okay. This is where our galaxies are. All the galaxy systems, where what we are seeing is in the 7th layer only. We are not seeing anything more than this. But there is 8th layer and 9th layer. In the 9th layer is where Indra Lokas are there. All the heavenly planets, not one planet, there are several planets are there. So one of the planet is Indra Loka, another planet is Surya Loka. So this is 8th layer, that's all. It's also not anything high. 9th layer. So 14th layer, if you go, this is where Brahma is. Yeah. This is Brahma Loka. Or also Satya.
Question.
Yeah.
So you said all the galaxies and everything are in the 7th layer. But
no, this is Bhuloka.
Yeah, Bhuloka. Just Bhuloka.
Just Bhuloka.
But you said galaxies, not galaxies.
Solar systems, galaxies, there are different names, different terminology.
But the sun we see, but the sun we see, is it in the 7th or the 9th?
It is the 9th.
Okay, it's like within the solar system.
We do not know. Like for example, when I drew this, can you say this is which layer, top layer, side layer? We don't know the dimension of it.
Okay.
Like that, Bhagavatam also talks about, when it talks about distances, sometimes it is talking about the top layer, sometimes side layer, sometimes another view.
I see.
Yeah, like that. Because all through, if you really see like this, there is Meru Parvata going like this in the middle. So we don't know which layer it is.
Okay.
Like that.
So in Bhagavatam, there's actually the explanation of the movements of sun. Actually, we think the sun is moving round, right? But actually, the sun is moving this way, and it is very complicated to understand.
Yeah.
I was not able to summarize that.
And we also cannot understand Surya goes on a chariot. So people can ask, oh, where is this chariot? So we
Also,
don't
Krishna
know.
says
It's
that
like,
Krishna says that my one eye is Surya, and another eye is
Chandra.
Chandra.
So one eye is hot, one eye is cold.
And no, okay, that is apart from that, but one eye is Surya. Where is that, is this the same sun? Or is this the same moon that we are talking about? So it's very difficult to understand. Very difficult to understand.
So the sun that we see, that's in a different layer.
Yeah.
Like side layer or above?
Above.
Which
It's
layer?
above. We are Bhuloka. Just above is called Bhuvarloka, and sun is called Swargaloka.
So if we build a spaceship to the second planet,
We cannot understand. Just like small bugs are there, right? Small bugs, they're so small. Let's say the bug is able to fly up to the sofa. Imagine, let's say the bug flew up to the sofa. The bug will go back to the bug community and tell, you know what? I figured out entire America. Exactly how it looks. It is brown in color and it is soft in the middle and everything. I have a drone. I can send the drone. Whole America, I can tell you how it looks. The bug is telling, which is not wrong. This sofa is in America. That is our size. That is our size. Even till today, do you know a shocking news? We think we have gone so much high in the planetary space. We can take a picture of the globe of Earth planet. It is completely stitched. It's not one image. It's not one image. We don't have a camera which can capture the whole globe. If you actually Google it, you'll be surprised. We don't have the capability because we are so small.
Actually, draw it. You can show what you are telling. That the Earth is here and you're going how far? That. So he explained to me one day.
This is a globe, right? Let's say this is Earth. And according to the scientists, we have all the satellites and all that. You know how far we would have gone? Up to here. That's it. That's the Earth. This is Earth. From Earth, we have gone only that much.
so we haven't created anything that can take a full picture of the Earth.
No, nothing. We don't know actually.
So they let them up.
Huh?
Yeah.
They actually join. They actually join the images. So the satellite keeps going and takes pictures like this, like this, like this, like this, like this, and they join the whole thing and they'll show you this is the globe.
Yeah, we didn't know.
In fact, another surprising thing, from here, how far you think is Earth crust? How much you think we would have gone deep?
Any idea?
Not a lot. Barely the crust.
Where? Up to? How many miles or how many kilometers?
10 miles from 8 miles. 8 miles is that much only. Not even that much actually.
We haven't
We
even
haven't
gone.
gone there down into our own. We don't know what is inside. Yeah, but nobody figured out. Yeah. Mike, I can't hear.
How do they know like the planets and stuff? Because some of the satellites haven't gone very far into like Neptune and stuff. So how do they get the images? That's my question. Because they are cutting it out, but still like how that's interesting.
How are they able to? Scientists are able to take the pictures. You're saying?
Since like it's very far, we've never even been there before. So
Yeah.
like so they're just making it up.
I wouldn't say making it up. This is what the information they are capturing, they're showing us. But most of the images are rendered images. Just like in Photoshop, you render the image. Even the black hole, even the James Webb that they're taking, that is the latest that they're taking. It's all like Photoshop, lot of things. It's not accurate.
When the landing on the moon.
We don't know what we have done, landed or not landed.
I thought
Yeah, but that is carefully attached in a way, in a particular format, and then they're releasing it to us. They're not releasing in the same way. In fact, if they release the same way, you can't even read what they're sending. Yes.
They process the picture.
Even the imaging that you go to the hospital, they do a MRI scan and a CT scan and all that. If you read that, you cannot understand what you are seeing. They will tell you something and you'll say, oh, okay, that is that. But we don't know. We are not trained to read those images.
So then it's not fake.
It's not fake. It's the way they saw it and they're explaining in a particular way and we are accepting it. That's all.
Some speculation.
Okay. To their understanding, they're explaining and we are accepting. Just like you're not challenging it. Like none of us challenge Google's picture of globe Earth. That's all. The same way, if you can accept Google's image, what is your problem in accepting Vedic image? You cannot challenge Google today. Why not accept Vedic version? That's all we are saying.
Yeah.
You don't know how the Neptune looks. You don't know how Sun is also looking. So let's take this version. That's all we are saying.
So,
Okay.
and the last one
So
you didn't
bhava, oh yeah, bhava means, so you don't have to wait for sun to come. Even before the sun comes at 6 o'clock in the morning, everything is clear, right? So that is bhava. Sun did not come fully, you did not see the sun, but there is twilight. Everything is clear already. There is no darkness. And then finally, when the sun came up, prema. These are the 9 steps.
Our goal. So coming back to chanting Hare Krishna.
We should aim at least here.
Yeah, but
At
my
least
point.
here we should aim.
Yeah, no, what I'm trying to say is that chanting Hare Krishna can give you that ninth.
Yeah.
That is what it can give. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he personally has come to this material world to give prema to all of us. And if we are trying to get from chanting some material benefit, then we are like, what are we doing? You can get prema. You are looking
You're
for
settling for something very, very, very low.
Yeah, that. So with this, I think we can stop the class. Thank you so much.
Bhagavad Gita Pad ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Vancha kalpatarubhyasya cha kripa sindhubhyeva cha patitanam bhavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Ananta koti Vaishnava vrinda ki.